sharing with you 3 resources in case you ever feel lost or confused during the traditional Latin Mass. These can be a huge help. And just as a forewarning, I am a mom of 6 and we homeschool. So if you hear little children playing in the background, those are my children, and so please don't let them distract you. First one I'm going to share with you is free, and so I'm really excited to share with you. So in one of my previous videos, I mentioned that in Baronius, the Baronius Press Missal, it comes with this guide for when to sit, stand, and kneel. But I know if you're especially new to the traditional Latin Mass, that's quite a big investment. If I remember correctly, it's around $60. And I do recommend that Missal. But if you're just starting out and maybe you're following along with one of these booklets or another Missal, I found out that Baronius Press has this as a free PDF on their website. So if you just go to, well, I'll share it down in the links below how to find this, but if you just go to their website, they have it for free. So thank you, Baronius Press. I think that is so wonderful. And so this is the first resource I want to recommend to you. Number 2 is, maybe you've heard of this, it's called Treasure and Tradition. And so this is a beautiful, really well-made, high-quality book. It's sold by St. Augustine Academy Press. And so what they have at the front and also in the back of each one of these books, it's called bookmarks. So it helps you to find your place during the Holy Mass. So based on these little clues or bookmarks of, like, depending on where the priest is, where the altar server is standing, what side of the altar each of them are on, just different little things like that. It also shows like when the bells are rung, so that can also give you insight, and then it'll tell you what part of the Mass you're on, like what that part is called, and also what page to turn so you can continue following along. So this book, if you search best Missal for beginners to the traditional Latin Mass, I'm sure you've come across or will come across this book. I know I did, so I bought it right away when we first started going. And last but not least, so I shared this in one of my previous videos, but I thought it was worth sharing again because this time in the context of those that are trying to follow along better during Holy Mass, or those that are beginners, whereas in my previous video it was more like suggestions for moms and why I like it. And so let me give you an example of like how beautiful, I feel like it's the quality of a Missal, beautiful sacred art. They paid attention to detail, high quality, thick paper. So when you're following along the parts of the Mass, they'll have this little red border, and it also has like those similar bookmarks like Treasure and Tradition does, and they has Latin and English side by side, and then all the readings are in the back. So it's this white portion here where you can find all the readings for each Sunday. And so for me personally as a mom, I do all the readings before arriving to Holy Mass, just so in case there's like any interruptions, I don't have to miss out on that. And I just keep like a little ribbon as my placeholder. So I highly recommend this book, and you can find it at Biretta Books. I think they're the only ones that sell it. It took some research finding it because, so the only reason why I found out about this book is at our parish, they started providing these instead of these little red booklets, and I wanted to get my own. So after much digging and research, I was so excited to find it at BerettaBooks.com. Okay, I hope you found this helpful. Please give it a thumbs up if you find it helpful. Help this channel. This channel is very new, so any thumbs up or new subscribers really boost up the channel, and it helps to share it with other traditional Catholics or other Catholics in general that are interested in this content. May God bless you, and I'll see you next time.